Hello guys and welcome again to another video. This time, this is actually the second time I've cast this video. The first time I didn't have the settings right and it was completely unwatchable, so I'm going to cast it a second time, which is perfectly fine. And as you can see, this game is being played on Voobly. This time it is not starring myself. And you can see this between Slam and Yo. Slam is from TyRanT, obviously a very good player if you know anything about Age of Empires. You just had the ratings up there, 2433 rating on Voobly, which is much higher than a 24 rating for an AoE HD player. And we can also see here that, oh, good luck, have fun, yeah. And we can also see here that Yo is a 24-29 player. So both of them very, very good Age of Empires players. And here we can see that we have an Arabia Huns War. And yeah, hopefully y'all don't think, oh my gosh, these get old, I hate Arabia Huns Wars. I personally really like Arabia Huns Wars. I think it's probably one of the most, well, it's definitely the most played map on Age of Empires. And I think if you want to try to make yourself a better player, learn how to play an Arabia Huns War really well, and go from there. Build orders, because I have seen this before, I know that they go for a pretty standard build order, and yes, so we're going to kind of try to watch that a little bit. We see we got 6 on sheep from Yo here, 3 on wood. Over here we're going to have the same 6 on sheep, 3 on wood. Make sure you scout with your sheep. That can really help you become a better player at Age of Empires as well. It takes very little more micro. I may have said that a little weird, but it really doesn't take that much more micro to scout with your sheep. It really doesn't, and it really helps a lot. It can help you find your boars sooner. It can help you find your extra gold sooner. It really can help. So if you're really kind of struggling at your early game, try scouting with your sheep. That should help. And obviously make sure you boar lure. You just shoot twice to the villager, run back to your town center. It's not very hard to do. If you're not new to boar luring, then I would suggest getting loom before you do that, which will give your villagers 40 hit points instead of 25 and extra armor. Right now, you can see that he opted to do his boar lure without loom, which is definitely more ideal, but you lose time on that you could have used to make another villager. So you want to wait as long as possible before you get loom. So both of them went 4 villagers on wood. So they went 6 on sheep, 4 on wood, 1 for a boar lure, and now they're going 4 on sheep, or berries. These are berries. Forge bushes. And you can also see Slam here is trying to lure his deer. And it's not going very well. See, he's just laughing about it. The way you do this is you just take your scout, you click here next to the deer will be afraid and run away, and then you have to keep doing it. If you don't do it fast enough, then the deer will start to walk back to his initial starting position. So you kind of got to pay attention. It takes a little bit of micro. See, he was a little late to click it, and so now his deer is going to walk all the way back. And I'm going to kill that deer. Yes, you should. Scouts can actually not attack deer, and that is in the game really, I think, to keep the enemy from just riding his scout all the way to your base and just killing your deer at the start of the game. It would kind of really suck. But anyway, regardless, we can see that Yo has his 2 farms up ready. He still only has 4 on wood. So his build order was he did 6 to sheep, 4 to wood, 1 for the boar lure, 4 on berries, and then probably 2 farms and more on the boars. And you can see he's now on 22 population. He's sending another villager over here to wood. And let's see, he should click up here pretty soon. No, he's getting loom first, of course. Yes, get loom before you go up. Otherwise, you will lose villagers, and that's much worse than, you know, maybe a little bit of a faster uptime. Now he's going up, and I would he put another villager on wood over here. He put 5 villagers on wood. And now he's gonna just leave, looks like 5 on sheep, and he's gonna throw these 5 over here on his wood pile here. This is not a very good wood pile. We can see here it's on this hill. If you attack from this hill, you're gonna gain a 25% damage increase on these villagers, and you take 25% less damage. So we may see archers here on this hill that could be a real pain for Yo to deal with. See if he micros this villager a little bit. He should probably move her over here. Yes, he is. Put her here. Maybe he is. Yes, he is. So really you want to minimize walking distance, and that's exactly what he did here. See how these villagers are all nice and close to this lumber camp? Really minimizes the amount of walking time and makes it faster. Slam, kind of done the same thing. He really only has this one wood though. He doesn't really want to go for this front wood. And I mean, it's just not a good wood line. He could wall this off here. It's obviously going to take time away from his gathering, but it could help protect him. Now we can see he went up a little faster. Slam went up on 21 population rather than 22, so he opted for a faster uptime, but with less little scout skirmish. But he went up a little faster, but his eco's not going to be quite as good. So his goal here is to get scouts out sooner and have the advantage and do some eco harass. See how he does with that. Let's see. He only opted to lure in that one deer. Then he started scouting. Has he found his base yet? No, he hasn't. So we can see how much it's really... That's part of the reason why his score's so low. But we can see that that's really kind of hurt him as far as not knowing where the enemy's base is. Looks like he's still scouting his base right now. He's probably looking for his 3rd gold actually, because we can see that's 1, that's 2, where's 3? I think it's this right here. And maybe that's what his scout's doing right now, is he just can't believe that's his 3rd gold, because that is pretty far away. Definitely not in a good spot. I mean, the only real safe way to take this is to put a town center out here, maybe even a castle, but that's really gonna only come into effect in a much later game. Yo's gold is right here. Not in as bad of a spot. This hill's a little far away from it, so he doesn't have to worry about a lot of hills around it. Slam's gold's in a pretty decent spot as well. Nice and close to the town center. A little further away, not a big deal. Gain scouts out. Let's see who... I would think Slam would have a scout advantage here, but we see he only has 3, Yo has 4. Slam making another scout. And we can see he's keeping villager and scout production up at the same time. So let's see if he makes another scout. Yes, making another scout. And let's see if he'll have enough food to make another villager. Yes, so he's just playing this, you know, spending all his resources, trying to stay, you know, trying to keep that balance. You don't want to, if you find yourself playing this game, especially in the early game, and you have a lot of stockpile of resources, then that's not a good thing. You really want to be spending your resources when they're coming in, because that's the most efficient way to play. Looks like Slam's getting a spear out. He knows these scouts were going over here. He's following them with his scouts. He knows his wood line's terrible. Maybe some quick walling would help here. But no. Looks like Yo's going to get in with some scouts. This is going to be terrible for Slam. He's got the same amount of scouts, it looks like. Same upgrades, no upgrades on his scouts. Looks like we lost a scout over here, lost a villager here, lost another villager here. So that's 2 villagers for 1 scout so far. Looks like Yo's gonna run away with these scouts. The spear, he definitely does not want to engage that spear. Spear does a ton of damage to scouts. Really does. Slam, oh, that scout's already dead. I was gonna say he should attack it with the spear since it's closer. So Slam's probably going to try to push this now because he does have the numbers advantage, because Well, he's still making scouts. Is Yo still making scouts? Yo's actually going for archers already. Let's see, he's no more scouts for him. Archers, looks like he's already has them coming out. He's gonna have, he has a 6 villagers on gold. I'd imagine he's gonna add a 7th. Going for wheelbarrow here. It's good to get wheelbarrow. Let's see if Slam has wheelbarrow yet. I guess there's really no way to know. Making another villager. I mean, they're just, you see these pro players, they're so good about, you saw once he got 50 food, boom, another villager is coming out. Let's see if he's still, oh, going for bloodlines already. Wow, he's really going into these scouts. He's investing a lot into them. What it's going to do is it's really actually going to hurt his, wow, I'm surprised to see that. It's really going to hurt his uptime because scouts are very expensive. Okay, so he's, alright, he's going to leave this open, but he's going to have this little funnel thing going on here. So yes, it'll hurt his uptime a lot, but ideally he wants to be able to just kill Yo before he even goes up. So his scouts are a lot more, they're a lot more powerful than Yo's scouts right now, because he did opt for that bloodlines. He got extra 20 hit points. Let's see if, I wonder if Yo noticed that. I wonder if he's going to add in more spears. No, just the 2. Oh, and excellent on Yo's part. He knows this is a terrible wood line. Oh, and look at this. So, Yo's scouts weren't doing too much, so he sent them back to Slam's base, and now he's catching these archers. Lucky 11. Yes, he got lucky. He caught that archer. Unless he's talking about this palisades, but I think he's talking about the archer. He just, you know, kind of lucky to catch an archer out like that. So yeah, so these scouts for Yo are definitely paying for themselves. They killed 2 villagers, got a free archer. I'm surprised these wolves weren't chasing these archers. Got to get away from that spear. Nope, he's just gonna use that hill advantage to kill it. Yo does not have the +1 yet. Let's see if he's going for it. Oh, he's going for fletching right now. With your archers, you want to go for your range attacks, so go for Bodkin and Bracer and Fletching before you go for the armor upgrades. And for your scouts or cavalry or basically your melee units, you want to kind of do the opposite. Going for scale barding armor. So he is definitely investing a lot in these scouts right now. He wants to keep a nice and long feudal age war going here. And he needs to play very aggressively for this, because we can see he's starting to be very low on food. And he's just spending all his resources, whereas Yo, look, he's starting to stockpile resources. Remember I said you don't really want to stockpile resources. Well, if you're planning for something, as in Yo is, he's planning on going up to Castle Age. We just spent a lot of food on what? I mean, oh, padded archer armor. So he just spent 150 food on that. But you can see he's planning on going to Castle Age. And he's going to go to Castle Age a lot earlier because he hasn't built all these scouts. And Slam knows this, so Slam knows he has to do the eco damage now. He's got to go in here and do the damage now and before. See, he's already clicked up. And let's see, Slam. Slam is nowhere close to clicking up. Slam is just going all in on this economy and military build. Very heavy military build. He's making another archer here. He notices he's too busy with this. He said they were having a lot of lag issues during this game. I think you'll see him talk about that here in a little bit. So let's see what Slam sees. So Slam, one of the things you can tell is that he did go for luring in that scout. He hasn't really scouted his base too much, so he doesn't know where a lot of things are. He doesn't know where his main gold is, for instance, and that's probably what he's looking for right now. And look, now he sees that tower, he sees those villagers, he knows this is where his main gold is. Quick wall off from Yo, good job. Keep those scouts out of here, because those scouts would really mess that up. In Hun Wars and just basically playing in general, you really never want to be taking off your main gold. Well, you really don't want to be taking off any resources in general, but especially not your main gold. Kind of interesting to see a tower up here from Slam, actually. I mean, he's doing all the aggression, but I guess he's... I don't know, maybe he's thinking that Yo is going for some offensive. Wow. What's wow? Some force lag there. Okay, so yeah, lag's not good. And this was, yeah, it was terrible engagement for him. So maybe the lag had a lot to do with that. Yeah, ideally you really don't want to be fighting under that tower, but again, he's got to be... Oh, he's just laughing it off. He sees that he's in the castle age. Oh, can't even make March... Alright, maybe he's laughing off the lag. But... yeah, so Yo's already in the castle age. He's got food in the bank. He's gonna start making villagers now. Getting a quick university up. I don't know about that. Maybe he's going for an early bodkin arrow because these scouts are just dodging all these arrows. Perhaps that's what his plan is. He's going for bloodlines, so I expect to see cavalry archers. There they are. This range should be making some. Let's see if he got... already has bodkin arrow up. No more blacksmith upgrades. Cavalry archer is coming. And he's not even going to engage this army. His crossbows should probably be able to handle this. Maybe. Get on that hill. He now has a hill advantage. It's good for him. He's not making villagers, has idle farms, and ballistics? No? I don't really know why he built that. I feel like that's really early university, but I don't know. He needs to mine more stone or use a market before he can get another town center up. So, will these crossbows be able to take them all out? Probably. These two scouts will probably be able to finish them off, though. And we can see now we got cavalry archers coming out, which are just so much more powerful than these archers. And even a knight, maybe just to help clear this up a little bit. You got the building, might as well use it. Making another knight. No more upgrades. Slam still doesn't have the armor upgrade for his archers. And so he is just completely bypassing his military over there, and he's just going straight for some eco-harass here. And probably not a great engagement for him. He does have such a high tech advantage, though. I feel like he should micro this a little bit more. He's going to try to run away. And Slam calls GG. So Slam knows at this point that he wasn't able to do the damage that he had wanted to do. He wasn't able to hurt his economy, and he was going so heavy in this feudal age he really needed to. And now he's just so far behind as far as his military. As far as getting in the castle age, he's so far behind, and really it's going to be so hard to play catch up at this point. Did Yo ever go for ballistics? He was going for ballistics. Interesting. So yeah, that's a pretty early ballistics. Made another range. But there you go, guys. Good game. And I will see y'all in the next video.